Hi everyone, Daniel Davis from Automotive Talk. I just want to give everyone another quick update on the 300ZX, on the progress that I've made in restoring it. Moving to the engine, I've replaced the battery. I've got a supercharged battery which is pretty much identical to what I had in the car before it was stolen. I've got a new battery holder there which I got from Repco. I've also replaced the radiator cap, and that's similar to the old one that I had. Replaced the radiator hose, the top one there. So the only things that I have to do now in the engine, I need to get a new hood prop for the car, and I also need to top up the power steering fluid. I bought a really nice AMS exhaust for the car. This is what remains of it. The criminals stole the back section of the exhaust. This is the middle section that remains, but they've hacked into it. I don't know why they've done it, but they've cut through down there. I think they've probably used an angle grinder. I don't know what the logic is behind doing that. And they've also cut up the top here as well, so I can't obviously reuse any part of that exhaust. So as a result of them doing what they did to the exhaust, fortunately enough I kept the original exhaust, so the OEM one, and I've put that back on the car. The exhausts don't line up perfectly, but it's as good as I can get it, and I'm not planning on having these on for too long. I want to get another catback exhaust system for the car pretty soon. So the driver's side rear mudguard was damaged, pretty heavily damaged, so I took that off. I also took the passenger side mudguard off. That wasn't damaged at all. I'm probably thinking about replacing those pretty soon, but I'm not too fussed at the moment. The other thing was with the wheels, they took off one lock nut per wheel, so I've replaced all the lock nuts on every corner. I've also cleaned the discs up a bit. The driver's side mirror here was pretty heavily damaged, so I've taken that out. I'm going to try and replace that. I'm finding it a bit hard to find the part at the moment. I'm hoping to find one that matches up to the body colour and also has the correct wiring. The car's quite dirty, but I have polished up the bonnet quite considerably. There are a lot of deep scratches in it, which I got rid of. The criminals had also put a bit of a racing stripe on this door, so I managed to get rid of that. For some reason there was some paint or tar on the paintwork on that door, and also this front side quarter panel, so I spent a heap of time removing all of that. Moving to the interior, there was a bit of damage to the floor here. Previously I'd taken out all the sound deadening and sprayed it all up, cleaned it all up, and yeah, that was all damaged. I had to repaint a few sections of it. When I got the car back, the roof shades were still in the car, but the adapters had been broken off, so I had to order new roof shade adapters. I glued them on to the glass with silicone and managed to refit the roof shades. So I put together the centre console again. I gave all the dash a really good clean. That's an old fire extinguisher, but I fixed up the fire extinguisher bracket, and I'm going to go and order a new fire extinguisher, put that back in. But overall it looks a lot better than it did. So the wiring in here that went to the MAF sensor was all damaged. They probably thought it was a tracker, so they've cut the wires. So I've resoldered all this up and taped it all up. They stole the air filter, so I'm going to have to get another one of those. I'll probably get the Jim Wolf technology one that I had on the car previously. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the progress I've made. The two big things that I really need to get fixed are the mirror on the driver's side, which I pointed out before. The other thing is the ignition cylinder, so that was really heavily damaged. I'm going to have to take that to a mechanic to get fixed. It's going to need the new cylinder, new keys, and probably going to need new wiring as well. So I think that's a bit above what I can do so I'd rather get someone else to do that. I've also got some good news from Vic Roads. Because the car hasn't been classified as a write-off, I don't have to get a vehicle identity validation certificate, so that's going to save me quite a bit of money. And the other thing is that they've told me is because the car's been previously registered in Victoria, I don't actually have to worry about replacing any of these tags that were stolen off the car. Therefore, all I have to do to get it re-registered is to get a roadworthy. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to need to do another inspection when I get the car registered, but as I say, all I need is that roadworthy, and then hopefully I can go and get it registered. I have managed to get the car running, so I'll do a quick startup. I'm obviously going to change the ignition cylinder, so I'm not going to be running it with this setup for too much longer, hopefully. I hope that you've all enjoyed this video on the update on the 300ZX, how the restoration's going. If you have, please like and subscribe.